The title says it all. In this video, I'm going to be attempting the build style of 13 very well-known builders, and let's see exactly how well I can do. I will be doing this in pro mode, build battle, and of course I'll be doing this alone, so wish me luck and enjoy the video. Sadical, also known as Brett, is currently number 5 on the all-time build battle leaderboards. He is super well known in the build battle community and many people praise him as being the top builder of all time. He has popularized many ideas in the community including copy-paste, noodle dragon, and most famously, his block-formed island. This strategy to terraforming is a little bit different from mine, but is also really cool and easy to use, and in fact, I actually believe this is more superior to mine because mine is more geared towards beginners at terraining because it doesn't really require too much copy-paste work, it just requires a lot of building work. Anyhow though, using this block form copy-paste, I was able to do a lot of things, especially with the theme mushroom, because with the mushroom, I just decided, you know what, let's add a mushroom onto a terrain and call it a day. So it was a very cool build and it was really awesome using Brett's strategy because this isn't a very well-known strategy in general. It is just known that this is Brett's kind of thing to do, and a lot of people don't actually know how to do this yet. So if you want to see a tutorial on this in the future, definitely smash like and let me know in the comment section and I will make a tutorial on this in the near future. Anyhow though, using Brett's strategy, I was able to build this cool build, so let's just take a look at the rest of this building process. And here's a better look at the build. So you might think this is not too similar to OK Brett, and at least that's what I think, because I feel like OK Brett could do a better job at this than I can, but I did do my best and this does seem relatively similar, and it did bring me to an awesome 68-point win. Anyhow though, our next topic is AngelSpell. So number 2 we got AngelSpell. AngelSpell is again a very well-known person in the build battle community. Her IGN is Idyllically, but she is better known as AngelSpell or Spooky Spell and is currently number 10 on the all-time leaderboards. And she has a very similar building route from Brett because they both originated from Chrono and moved on to different places in life, including founding Reforced and leaving Reforced. Please come back, Angel, we need you. But anyhow, personally, AngelSpell holds a spot as the best builder of all time in my opinion. And this is because of the combination of her CPS, her undying ideas, and very well developed spamming technique that just enables her to be well-rounded in all types of themes. Her style of building is easily recognizable because it has all of its different palette ideals with her slabs, her leaves, which is actually why Leaf Nation or Reforced is called Leaf Nation or Reforced, and she also uses a lot of stairs and glass to decorate her builds. And she also uses these extremely detailed blocks, and technically I can't really name all of them because any block can be used in a detailed manner, but I did name, as I said, leaves and glass and stairs that are really detailed, and AngelSpell just loves to use them. Anyhow, here is a better look at my build, and dang, okay, a castle on top of a floating island. It wasn't an easy build to do, but as you can see, the island is just so decorated using the AngelSpell thing, and that I guess people just couldn't resist because it got a Diamond Rain Legendary and won with 72 points, which was expected because AngelSpell never loses, ever. AngelSpell is the best builder. Cool. Number 3, Timothy. Timothy! Right, so Timothy is a very strong builder who has recently founded the fastest growing build battle guild of all time. He is the owner of Bloke and has definitely rounded up many of the strongest builders today. Although Bloke is the biggest rival of our guild, Reforced, I stand to be relatively close friends with Timothy and appreciate a new style of organics that he's brought to the table, and this being the type of organic that I am showing right now. And of course, if somebody introduces something new, it's not like nobody's gonna use it, unlike, or at least Brett's terrain is, I guess, an exception. But anyway, Timothy showed this new really cool thing, and I guess everybody started using it, including Alicia, Rebudrick or Vegan M, as well as One Hobo and Money and Blackadder. Yeah, a lot of people started using this style. And of course, this strategy pretty much incorporates a one-sided build that covers a ton of space but gives as much detail as possible to that one side. So it's sort of like pixel art, but with a little bit of depth into it. So given the theme mythical, the opportunities were pretty much endless. I settled on this one-sided horse unicorn thingy, and pretty much this is really similar to Timothy. In fact, when I was voting, there was a person who actually asked me if this was Timothy on an alt account, and I guess they didn't quite know who Bagel Dolphin was, but hopefully they know now that I was just emulating Timothy's build. But here's a better look at the build. Well, I guess I did this style pretty accurately because, well, I did win with 65 points. Join Reforced. The Chill Sauce or the Chili Sauce has 2 accounts on top 100 leaderboard, and I find that absolutely insane. He was trained by Hyperstars and has very well reached, if not exceeded, the wits of a sensei. His iconic build style of the just right amount of spam and slightly old school ideas makes him my second favorite builder. And to elaborate on this, pretty much this just means that he spams just about the right amount, because when normally builders spam, it's just to get the blocks in the area, but when he spams, it's to get the blocks in the right area, not just in the area. And on top of this, he also has a slightly more old school style of building, which I absolutely adore, because now all everybody just does is dragons and cool terrain and, you know, all that jazz. But what the Chill Sauce has managed to do is create these cartoony style of build, this cartoony kind of style of building, which used to be extremely popular, like using Thanos and stuff like that, but still doing a lot of very cool things to the build that is able to make it look just as epic as normal masters today. And he's definitely very innovative and renovative on the old style. So as you can see, I actually did spam out the entirety of this dinosaur, and the reason this spamming makes me similar to the Chill Sauce is because, well, what he would have done would be very similar. So here's a better look at the build. I think I did this style relatively accurately because this dinosaur does seem to have the right shape, and it was completely spamming. My fingers sort of hurt, but like, there we go. A legendary and a beautiful 64-point win. But nevertheless, next up we have HOPIECHOW. So HOPIECHOW is one of the top 30 builders on the leaderboards and is also the owner of the biggest build battle guild, iSoup. Although iSoup is just a shadow of its glory days, it had once been the central of builders prior to the raid of Karos and the entrance of, you know, Bloke and all that jazz, but let's not get into that. I'll make a video about the history of build battle if anybody ever wants to see that. Smash like if you want to see that, but anyhow. Although iSoup is just a shadow of its glory days, it has definitely been a center of building, and Hopie does maintain her name as a huge icon in the building community. She's very well rounded in her skills, and she is also really good at especially doing organics and this cool copy playstyle that she popularized in building. So I actually saw Hopie do a very similar toy chest in the past, which is why I chose this idea, and pretty much it just uses the copy pasting style you would do for terraining or smaller structures, and you use it for toy chest because you use that to just design the front of it. And I really do like this build a lot because Hopie did popularize the style once again, and it is something that incorporates something that we normally don't really think about. Anyhow, using this build, here's a better look at the build. I feel like this is a really cool build, and of course we came just on top of another YouTuber, LogV, in the results with, well, as you can see, or as you're about to see, we came just above him with 34 points. He had 34 and at 66, so thank you, Kopi, very cool of you. So next up, number 6, we have JEALOUSSY. In my opinion, she is the best organics builder in all of Build Battle. She is both an OG in the community and one of the top 100 club, sitting just above 1,400 wins. And as one of my closest friends in the community, she and I actually had a huge arsenal of builds that I could show you that we did during an iSoup building event. Although she is no longer as active today, I'll do my best to show you what she was and still is capable of. And as you can see, that is actually quite a lot. Santa's pretty fat, so she's capable of literally a lot of blocks because Santa's larger than other organics. But anyhow, Santa Claus alone already isn't that easy to pull off because of his stranger shape, and it isn't that easy to build a good-looking Santa Claus that looks good from every angle, unlike a Timothy style, just one angle look good and we're good for today. But yeah, as you can see, Santa's not that easy to pull off in the first place. Now using her style, pretty much Santa Claus has to have a pose, Santa Claus is already well decorated, and everything is anatomically correct. For example, Santa Claus has waist in this build, although he is still fat. And, well, that's definitely not that easy. And also, she's pretty cool of a person, so Santa Claus is holding a gun. Also said the word gun so that Kappa doesn't, you know, take down this video. Anyhow, here is Santa Claus holding a gun, standing in front of a couple ice spikes. In my opinion, this is a really good representation of what JEALOUSSY is capable of, although she is better than me at organics, so if you ever see her build, be sure to tell her that you watch Bagel Dolphin and that she is better than me, because she is. But yeah, cool. Legendary, because JEALOUSSY is a very good builder at organics. She is the best in build battle. Cool. Anyway, as Santa Claus has a gun, you better pray that he doesn't see you while you're sleeping. In number 7, we have NutmegNam. So NutmegNam, also known as XianGAMINGYT, is currently number 2 on the all-time leaderboards. He is, again, very well known in the build battle community and a very high-ranking staff in the second biggest build battle guild, Chrono. Although he's no longer as active, Nam was once a huge icon here, especially for his daunting score and amazing cartoony style. He's well known for creating his cartoony builds with DogZBay as well as in other top 100 builders. So you might have seen a video that XianGAMINGYT did with a friend of mine, or yeah, another YouTuber, another friend of mine named MikeYuperion. And pretty much they just played build battle, and they ended up building Homer Simpson holding a donut. And I thought that build was so cool because it was using a cartoony style and doing it using build battle, which you don't really see many masters, as I said, do today. And unlike the Chill Sauce, he doesn't tend to spam nearly as much. He focuses on organic shape, and as far as the Chill Sauce can go, it's really pretty much impossible to perfect the shape of a build. And well, while spamming anyway. But without spamming, it's probably pretty doable because I have seen NutmegNam. Jeez, do it. Anyway, so there we go. Got the build down, and this is just a cartoony knight with a cool design, and here's a better look at the build. The knight has its old school style mouth that is kind of half open, and well, fully open, wide open in this build, but it also has its sword and incorporates today's building techniques into a very old style of cartoon building. And as you can see, we did in fact win with 49 points. Very cool. And now in number 8 we have BIGLOLFACE, and now I didn't really know who to add, LogV or BIGLOLFACE, but you know what, I added BIGLOLFACE because I'm about to shout out LogV. Okay, I'm gonna say this, sub to LogV, because LogV is a great builder. And I know, bloke, you guys don't like LogV nearly as much, but hear me out. He makes good content, okay? So subscribe to LogV, show him some support, but anyhow, moving on. BIGLOLFACE is, well, he is the king of ducks, I guess. Ducks originally derived from their style from a very different origin. In fact, I'm not even really sure, but I have seen them ever since the iSoup glory days in February early this year. Anyhow, BIGLOLFACE is definitely the duck master, and ducks are really commonly used in building now because they just seem like a commonly funny figure that people just like to build. Anyhow, here's my diagonal duck. Tis a scary duck, and it did get legendaries. So you know what? Building a duck as a nightmare isn't something impossible. In fact, doing a duck in a nightmare got me a win, so I'll take it. Gave the duck some crazy eyes, just like BIGLOLFACE would have, and added some red dots to make it a nightmare, and added these very sharp looking teeth because ducks are menacing and very terrifying. Now I gave it some very small wings, and there we go. A duck screaming at something that isn't very evident, probably XianSlad to be honest, because Xian's like really loud and stuff, no offense Xian, I can say that because Xian's a cool guy, but anyway. Duck with an open mouth, just got a legendary, no big deal, and the nightmare theme doesn't really make sense, but who cares because I won with 81 points. Thank you very much BIGLOLFACE for showing me your style, and moving on, we have number 9, Miss Shy. So you guys might know Miss Shy from my building competition a while ago because he did get 3rd place. I know it's a he, it's kind of strange, I don't know why you used Miss in your name, it's kind of confusing, it's misleading, but either way, here is Miss Shy's style of building, which I didn't really know until the competition, which is actually the usage of gradients. Now, if you do remember from one of my videos a while back, I described the usage of gradients, and using gradients was kind of something that just came along after the style of terraining matured a lot more. Because when more people started using, well, I guess my style of terraining, people started doing crazy things with it. In fact, using different blocks. I know, right? Very innovative and very crazy. But the usage of gradients was definitely not something that popped up until just a couple months ago when I showed off the 20 structures video, or not 20, sorry, 2 structures video. That was, I guess, the first appearance I've ever seen gradients in build battle on YouTube. So that was pretty cool. Anyway, to mimic Miss Shy's style, I decided to overload on the gradient style because Miss Shy loves to use a lot of, well, a lot of gradients. So I'm really glad Miss Shy took it upon themselves to innovate on something I think I had a pretty big impact on. Nevertheless, I didn't actually expect to tie with LogV at the end, but good job for LogV to getting the win along with me. But yeah, so I tied with LogV. We both had 142 points in pro mode, which is absolutely insane. But anyway, moving on, number 10, we have FearThePotato. Now, if there's anything I do know about build battle, it's that everybody spams. And if there's somebody you ask me who spams a lot, it's FearThePotato. And now, AngelSpell has CPS, the Chill Sauce has CPS, they both spam, but nobody spams like FearThePotato. Like, the shape isn't there. Like, the shape, well, it's not completely gone, but like, you can tell that there is shape, and they do understand what they're trying to do, but there's just so much. Okay, Fear the Potato, your builds are massive, and honestly just respect for your fingers even surviving for that long. Like, and the builds, of course, they don't look bad. They just, well, they're not as well polished as some other builds that the Chill Sauce or AngelSpell would do, but they're still good builds in general, and they're completely spam. Like, I don't understand how you do it, but I tried it, and I feel like I've broken one of my fingers. Anyhow, Fear the Potato, here is your favorite style of dragon with its open mouth and its prismarine style, and this is the spammiest build I've ever built in my entire build battle career. Congratulations, Fear the Potato, you're taking that title. Here's a better look at my build, or I guess my spam creation, not monstrosity because it looks okay, but yeah, we won with 39 points. Very cool. Second place came in a little bit too close for my liking, but anyhow, number 11. Hey, this guy looks pretty wait, that's me! That YouTuber who just happens to be number 34 on leaderboard, so you probably all know my style at this point, but I'm gonna just give myself a little bit of an ego boost and just talk about my biggest strengths. As a builder outside of build battle as well, I have a pretty good grasp on both organics and using world edit, so finding creative ways to use Pro Tools has always given me a pretty big leverage in pro mode. Hence, this build incorporates the idea of using castles, using existing strategies, and using them in unorthodox ways, like especially the copy-paste, because I'm using the original Brett's castle, and then I'm just like building it in a very different way. In fact, I'm using a different copy-paste strategy for the gate, and having a very diagonally shaped, but a storytelling build. Anyhow, the usage of Pro Tools has really given me a huge leverage and, well, has really allowed me to make my mark in the build battle community, so it was always really cool to have that. My block copy paste is no longer just a, you know, normal thing, but it's rather jumping from different things to achieve a more organic shape and structure. I know it sounds weird, but it is literally what I am doing. So after filling in the rest of the spot with just spruce wood, I was able to create my own winter wonderland, and here's a better look at the build. Personally, I think this is a really cool way to use Pro Tools, because normally you don't really use Pro Tools in the way like this, because castles are just, hey, let's use a Bagel Dolphin slash Mr. Hrisaaaaa slash Okay Brett slash some of the YouTubers did this, it's actually unreal style. But as you can see, we more than doubled Zlogby points as he got 48, so we more than doubled his points with this, so I guess Bagel Dolphin style is pretty cool. But number 12, we have XianGamingYT, so go subscribe to XianSlad so I can say bad things about him and he'll be okay with it. Anyway, so Xian doesn't have a style, he has multiple styles, he doesn't have a singular style. Anyway, so Xian's a cool guy and all, but he's also a copycat. So his style is actually like everyone's style, but like in a scuffed way. So what I tried to do was use one of my Pro Tool styles, which is where I use copy paste to build an organic, which the tutorial is coming soon, maybe in a month or so, because I'm really busy with another project that cannot be revealed. But anyhow, this is my style of copy pasting, and I tried to make it as scuffed as possible by making things really flat and making it so that you can't really tell where everything is. It just looks like a flat, well, horse. Anyhow, the theme of the build was Western, so my idea was just having a horseman on top of a horse, but everything about this is just really off. So for example, you can tell that the horse head, it should go down more, but it's just not, and the hairs of the horse are a little bit strange. Oh no, it's not a bad build, but like, and Xian's not a bad builder, he's just not, you know, the most innovative one. But yep, there we go. Adding a head on top, I used the chill sauce kind of design to finish the person by spamming everything out, but also made it scuffed by spamming things in the wrong spots. But either way, this is XianSlad's, well, XianSlad, my recreation of XianSlad. I think it would be maybe worse if he did it because he doesn't actually know how to use Pro Tools, but either way, it got me a win, so good job, Xian. Anyhow, number 13, we have what you've all been waiting for, MORVE. So MORVE is actually the greatest builder of all time. I'm sorry, AngelSpell, but MORVE is way better than everybody who has ever built anything. So other builders waste their time doing these random try-hard terrains, but MORVE never loses, okay? His polished granite pillar reaching to the sky has pushed him up 150,000 score in 2 months. And it'll never fail to do so for him, because I think MORVE is the best builder of all time, okay? You can argue with me, whatever you want to say, but MORVE is the greatest builder. Okay, I genuinely worry about your sleep schedule, MORVE. Are you okay? But anyway, MORVE, you got 150,000 experience in 2 months. I don't know how you did it, but you're the best builder in the world, you know? Yeah. So, this is probably so confusing to anybody who doesn't know who MORVE is. But let me give you a quick explanation then. So Morve AFKs his matches and builds a granite pillar, polished granite, you know, just leaves it in his game and AFKs to get score. So that's what Morve does, and I guess his score is coming from different places. I'm not really sure why he has so much score and whether or not he actually deserves a spot, but there's my granite pillar. I'm calling it the Tower of Morve, and it is standing proud and strong above the Lodge of the Winter, and clearly I got this legendary ring because of the pillar of things that Morve built, and yeah, there you go. Here's my win with a bunch of points, 124 in fact. So here's just a quick view of everybody who has been featured in the final game with Morve because they want to be part of the glory of what we call Morve. It's actually a pro party I just joined in and built the Morve thing in. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to smash like and subscribe and watch my other videos. But yeah, this is me trying to attempt 13 different build styles. If you thought I could have done better with anything, or you want to see anybody else, be sure to leave it in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching once again, and here's some fan art, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!